think solitude has to do not with is there people around you. It has to do with you. With how around you are with yourself. And unfortunately, I had to learn that in a situation where not only was there barely any people around me, I wasn't around myself at all. This whole room is gonna be me in a little while. That's like one of the few reasons I actually want to stay living in this house, is because I want to finish this room. It's not even really just me. I tell people to come here and like draw on the walls and stuff like that, and then I'm just like wowed by all their stuff, because it just like mixes in together, and then I don't know who did what. I don't know if I did that anymore. I'm always like surprised because I always forget what like the magnitude of what I've done, and I'm like, oh, that reminds me of like that one little moment when I made it, or sometimes the imagery that I put up on the walls is just spontaneous. It's not thought up. I just picked up the pen, made a mistake on the wall, and then just decided I'm gonna make this into something else. And in a way, it never goes wrong. Like the process never goes wrong because I never stop until it's something that I'm satisfied with. My artistic process, there was really no artistic process here until right after the hurricane. Right after the hurricane, me and my friend, we decided to just start saying, there's nothing else to do, let's make art. Like, why not? Like, we don't even have to think about it. We can just start making stuff. Because there's nothing else to do. We just wanted to make something. Started making a little bit of music, writing music, drawing, and then soon enough what happens is that we start coining this term. We were already 3 days into trying to figure out a name, and I just said, how about Nebrasko? And he goes, that clicked. I'm like, okay, Nebrasko it is. So then what I did is that it went from a group name to, when I moved to Virginia, it went to like, you know what, Nebrasko is that feeling you get when all you want to do is create. You are not even thinking about how, you're not even thinking about why. You just want to transform what you're feeling into something that other people can experience. That is Nebrasko. It's the burning desire to create. Getting so into your own emotions that you're not even thinking about what you're doing, you're just doing it. Unraveling yourself to someone without having to do it verbally. Glimpse in the mind. Every person that has created something in order for someone else to experience, and I'm not talking about artists, I'm talking about designers too, I'm talking about filmmakers, I'm talking about photographers. It is a glimpse inside what you see, hear, feel. That is creation. That is creativity. Creativity is... It's hard to put into words without just showing you my walls. I guess literally the answer is in the walls. My worst moment has to be Virginia so far. I'm saying so far because life always has those other worst moments to give you later. Virginia was my first graze with like solitude and like isolation, and that wasn't fun because there had always been grazes with, sadness, like, or confusion, but I had never had a graze with solitude. It's like I didn't like know myself anymore. It's like I had just broken up with myself. Ooh, that's weird. I didn't want to be around myself anymore. I didn't want to be. The situation I was in was one that I thought was inescapable. The silence was a huge factor when I was there. And I know it's like purely coincidental that we moved to a quieter place. But like there's always noises here. There's always wind. There's dogs. In the night the bugs come out. The bugs already started to come out. The night has a song here, it has a sound. Where we moved, it was like pure silence. And that was like unbearable for me. It started to create this like beeping in my head. I don't know. I think it was a combination of that pure silence in the night and the solitude and the cold of living in the basement that clicked it into my head that life was empty. If you're not fulfilled, I guess that you're not finding the right emotions that you want from your current situation. You don't want to be that way. I guess that's why I say I wasn't fulfilled in Virginia at all until I started creating a bunch of stuff and putting stuff up on the walls and just creating for the sense of creating because I had nothing else to do. That I became more fulfilled. The walls are exactly what I was lacking over there. Coming back here was like a rebirth. So this room in specific up on the walls, what I think the story I've told with all of this is that whole life and death I had in Virginia. All those thoughts that came in through it. Just put it all over the place. I think I have stopped waiting around for chances to come and started taking them. But I feel like I need to do that a little more. It sounds cheesy, but if there's a will, there's a way. You might not have like the resources, but you can always transform how you're feeling into something. No matter what it is. You can specialize in one way of doing it, but being a creator, being a designer, being an artist revolves around, I think, transposing your emotions simply. Like being in tune with your emotions. That's what it's all about. It's not really about drawing or anything. It's, being able to think about it with enough clarity to be able to visualize and create something never seen. I think I only gained from that experience. There's nothing I really lost. Like every sense was like heightened. I only gained from there. Because it showed me this is how bad it can get. Like, this is how out of tune you can get with yourself. So when I came out of that, what's gonna stop me? Then again, life has yet to teach me more lessons.